Welcome to the New World build series. In this series I'm gonna cover how to actually create a successful build for yourself in a custom build, so you don't just have to follow a cookie cutter build from anyone else. So for the first part of this series I'm gonna cover the most important thing you will need to build your build around. And it's not armor, it's not weapons, and it's not attributes. The most important thing to build your build around is your ring. If you don't have a best in slot ring, you can't build a build without having the right ring. And why do I say that you need a good ring for a good build is because of the perks on the ring. Or mainly the one good perk on a ring. The ring has a perk that can give you extra damage or healing, or even give you extra bleeds. For example, if a ring has slash damage increase, then you're gonna go with a hatchet or any greatsword or great axe build. If your ring has sacred on it, then you're going to use that ring for a healing build. As you can see, the ring is the most important part of any build, since it either increases your damage or your healing, or even burning effects or bleeding effects. Even if you're making a leeching build or a healing build where you actually lifesteal, a vampiric build, the ring is also important. So the ring is your most important piece of any build. If you know this, then you can base your build around the ring. And there's lots of good rings that you can go and farm in the open world, or even craft yourself a 2-perker to make a good build. Basically, if you're in a heavy armor, you're going to require hearty. This is also true for light, but if you're in medium armor where you get 3 dodges, you're not going to require hearty on your ring. So I would recommend that if you build a build, the first item you're going to optimize is your ring, so you get some damage. Maybe that's thrust damage, slash damage, fire damage. It all depends on your build. Then for your second perk, it is going to be either mortal empowerment or invigorated punishment. Or of course hearty if you're heavy or light. But if you're on medium, you go either with mortal empowerment or invigorated in punishment. So let's create an imaginary build for the greatsword. If you want a greatsword build, we know that the greatsword has bleeds, and we know that the greatsword does slash damage. So we're going to require a ring that has slash damage and of course bloodletting. So with bloodletting, our bleeds will be increased, or our bleeds will last longer, and with slash damage we will do more slash damage. So for example, if we go a medium build, we will have bloodletting on the ring, slash damage, and of course invigorated punishment. This will increase your damage to the max when playing a greatsword. Since we have longer bleeds, we do more damage with slash damage, and invigorated punishment also gives us an insane amount of damage for each buff on the target. So now you can see that we have some insane amount of damage just by using and picking the right ring for the build. And all 3 perks basically increases our damage. Before I tell you about what the next series is going to be about, make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna post some gems on Twitter about building builds. You can find my Twitter in the pinned comment below. In the next series we're going to cover empowerment caps, fortify caps, and so on, so you can actually know how to build your build around empowerment and fortify.